Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We are at Centaurus High School. Number 2 team in the state, depending on what publications you look at. And a great matchup here tonight. I'm Stream It Sports, thanks to the folks at the Monarch Touchdown Club for... And one, of course, a game to kick this one away, and it's a good kick. It'll be deep, taken at about the 6-yard line. And here comes Monarch. How about that? 95 yards, touchdown, Monarch. The Coyotes, that's the way you open it up. McIntyre took it just about the center of the field, a little closer to this near side hash. The near side, he was barely touched, and when he hit the edge, he was at full speed. Well, that's the way you open it up. How about this McIntyre kid, huh? We're saying 94 yards. Took it at about the 6-yard line. The extra point coming here. Snap's good, so's the hold. The kick is very good as well. Monarch on the board. 7-0, just like that. Patrick Saka, the extra point. Wow. Well, that's as fast as I've seen a team take a lead in a game. Let me tell you. So Jay McIntyre barely touched there, and now I think Standley here on the road. You think about it, and this has been probably the best season that Standley Lake has ever had, and Coach Morris has really put together a good ball club.
Number 1, Patrick Mashaka, teasing up at the 40.
Good team, an 8-1 team, and here they come, the opportunity to potentially share the Mountain Conference title if they can win tonight, but all of a sudden, the air taken right out of... This one headed to the end zone. Done.
The shot is kicked into end zone. Touchback. First and 10.
Okay? I did switch it. Can you hear me okay? Oh boy, big run. Big run around the left side here. We had switched out our battery, and how about that? Well, start Trey Mueller will get the... This is what Standley Lake could do. They can run the football, but Jacob Naranjo is the guy who's certainly going to sling it. He'll look for Matt Fujinami a lot, but they'll start it out on the ground. Well, it just depends on how many guys you want to throw in the box here, because are you going to make them have to throw the football, or are you going to force them to maybe throw that nickel package out there and maybe make them run it a little bit more? Go from the 43-yard line. Naranjo handing off, first man through, and just trying to lean forward, gets to about the 45-yard line. Flag down here that we'll keep an eye on. In on the tackle, you could see Dan Wee that was there, but again, a lot of other guys that will be calling out here throughout the contest. Well, the procedure penalty, they say illegal motion, and they're going to back it up to the 38-yard line now for Standley Lake. So we'll call it 1st and 15 instead. Bring it up here in the near side hash. I set, pretty standard formation. Receivers either side. Ronho, they reset. The tight end to the right side, so that strong side to that right side, and they give it off here. Look out, big room up the middle and running over people as he takes it to the 46-yard line. Boy, Sewell really got popped there. He was the last guy left. Tyler Davis with the run. Davis is going to get a lot of carries, that's for sure. I said again, they'll go receivers right side, and Ronho play action, sets up, throws it down the field, too high for his receiver. He's looking for Fujinami down that far side. He was actually open over there, but it sailed on him just a bit. 10:40 to go here in this first quarter, already 7-0, and Standley Lake trying to respond after what was essentially the opening kickoff taken back and the wind taken out of the sails a little bit. Didn't seem to affect them much. They get that ball off to Mueller and get a big run up near midfield. Now they're into Monarch territory now. They go from the 46. Reset, Jarvis here to the left side. Twins here to this left side. Fullback will get this one, and he is stood up and then thrown back. Perez there. He got about 3 yards out of it, but that's about it. Well, give Stockerbrand some of that credit for the tackle there. And Berberneck as well. Middle part of that line really gummed up the works that time. From the 44 of Monarch, Standley Lake with it here. They go right to left in front of us. 3rd, and we'll call it here about 8. Ronho looking to pass. Throws here to the near side and through the hand.
Toronto's pass intended for number 82.
He was looking there.
Incomplete.
Let's see it. It's interesting when you see the young man that he actually threw it to. The Mayo. He's the tight end. He's got 1 catch all season long. They were looking to find him. He ended up sending 4 or 5 guys out into the pattern. Couple minutes into this first quarter now, and decision time, 4th down. They're going to go ahead and punt this one away. High punt, and a fair catch called for right near the 11-yard line. So Monarch will get it back as McIntyre goes ahead and waves it off. He wasn't going to try to return 2 in a row. McIntyre ran back the 94-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
Behind the press box. Enjoy ice cold drinks, pizza, popcorn, candy, and other snacks.
So they'll set up on their own 10-yard line here. 9:54 to go in the first quarter, and McIntyre going.
Number 8, Ethan Marks, left side.
How huge is it to have a healthy
Gabe Garcia
for Standley Lake and a run of about 7 yards?
Gain of 7 on the play, 2nd down 3.
Set it at about the 16 here, quickly up to the line, and they go to work here. Turn, give it off. Marks again, running downhill and across the 25-yard line. To the 27 is where they will put him down. 2 big runs, and that's the bread and butter for Phil Bravo there. And first down for the Coyotes. They'll set up at the 28 here. So a run of 12 for Marks. Back to Marks they go again. Off that left side, got some hands on him, but he's able to run his way through up to about the 34-yard line, and another good run as he takes it another 6 yards. No need to really have to go to the air here on that 4-man front. They put about 8 guys in the box to get to Marks here. He's got some room, and he's still running across the 50-yard line. Finally brought down at about the 42-yard line. The safety had to make the tackle.
First down, Lopez.
I was double checking the number here. They are saying Michael Meyer, who's the safety, actually wearing number 78 out there. On the run to the 41-yard line. Here they go into the territory. Whoop, ball on the ground, just as most of the season. Oh, it scored it free again. Monarch on top of it at about the 44-yard line. Marks picked it up originally, but got hit as he went into the line, and it bounded back to the 44-yard line. Well, the ball has bounced Monarch's way most of the season, and it did it there twice on the same play. So a loss of 3 here. 2nd and 13 coming up. They'll go from the Standley Lake 44-yard line. 7-0 lead for the Oats, wearing their home grays. New uniforms. Everybody's in tight. McIntyre up under center. And the end around here, Pape running downhill, just got tripped up. Sewell with the run, and Sewell up to about the 32-yard line. How about that? Somebody got a shoestring, and that was about it. Otherwise, he was off to the races. Gain of 12, 3rd and 1 coming up here. Glad you're with us, Stream It Sports. Special hi to the folks who might be listening out in Pasadena, getting set for the big game against UCLA. 7:10 left to go. Quarterback sneak. And they're going to push forward. And let's see, they're going to give him forward progress up to near the 30-yard line. That would be enough for a first down. It ends up that McIntyre got pushed all the way back to about the 34, but they're moving the chains. Toughest yard you're going to see here tonight. Standley Lake's got some good size. They're one of the few teams in Class 4A that can kind of match up a little bit with Monarch. So that initial surge, though, by that offensive line was huge. Back to Sewell. Trying to bounce to the outside now. Puts the foot in the ground. Turns it up to near the 26-yard line. Give him 5 yards there as he takes it to the 26. And just like that, 8-play drive here. They're taking time off the clock. This is perfect for Coach Phil Bravo. You just essentially milk the clock. Chad Sloan checking in here for Monarch. Kid Sewell will have a breather. Marks is set back deep, the tailback spot. The pitch to him, he tries to pick his way through. Boy, there's not a lot of room there. Run to about the 28-yard line as he went to that left side, and a host of Gators coming in on the tackle. Yeah, we'll give him to about the 28-yard line. Or excuse me, the 23-yard line. So about 3 yards on that. Sewell in motion, end around here, turns it upfield and follows those blockers as he takes it down to about the 17, maybe the 16-yard line, depending on the spot. Tough to see, and again, everybody's in tight. That line surge there, they're moving the chains again. They'll set it down at the 17, gain of 5 for Sewell, and they're chewing up yardage. Coming up on 5.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. This is how you draw it up. You get the lead, and then you don't give the ball back, and you just keep adding to it as best you can. McIntyre will bring him up to the line here. Everybody's in tight again. And around this time, we'll go to the right side. Tripped up across the 15, leaning forward this time. And the carry that time by Marks. He's set up on that left wingback spot. Got the end around. Officials timeout here. We've got a player who has an issue with the chin strap, and we're going to take the helmet off for a short period of time. If the helmet comes off during play, you got to come out, but wisely, the defensive player asked for a little bit of help. He could take it off and fix it. Here we go from the 15 back. Whoop, they're going to stop things here. Marks got the brakes put on there. Grant Gladstone, the big defensive end, grabbed a hold of Marks as he was headed to that left side after the whistle blew just to stop him. 4:54 left to go here. And they'll walk it forward. The encroachment, they put him to the 10. And now a second down. We're going to call it a short 4 here. They'll wind the clock. Marks the tailback spot. That triple I set. They give it to Marks, and he takes it up the middle. Still on his feet. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarch.
Number 8, Ethan Marks for the score.
From the 10-yard line. 12 plays. Basically 90 yards. Ethan Marks with the touchdown. Well, it's 13-0 now. The defense bent a little bit, forced the punt though, and now a point away from going up 2 touchdowns. Good. 4:34 left to go here in this first quarter, and Monarch running downhill toward another league title. The lone stumble this season was against Montrose. And Monarch had the lead in that one, and it seemed fairly comfortable, and then things got away from them. There was a span there, and they gave up about 26 unanswered points, and I think it similar to what happened last year when they got beat early on in the season by Wheat Ridge. And suddenly, focus of what Monarch had since that loss to Montrose, 39-34. That was back in September 27th. They have rolled over Golden, 55-0. They beat Montbello, that you heard here on Streaming Sports. Got a chance to see it. 56-7 was the final on that one. They beat George 51-0. And then last week, traditional rival in Broomfield, they really took it to the Eagles, 48-12. Teams play a big role as always. Boy, it is nice to have a kicker like Patrick Nasatka. Well, he's got a leg on him, that's for sure. For Standley Lake, they were rolling along until they ran into Broomfield. They lost October 11th there, 27-23. So here come the Gators now for Standley Lake.
Ball carrier number 28, Trey Muller.
Muller is the ball carrier. That's what they did on the first play. They had bowling here for Standley Lake. They love to throw it around, but they've got to try to stay balanced.
Ball carrier number 30, Tyler Davis. Tackle number 69, John Pham.
Credit as best we can as a bunch of the linebackers coming up to make the tackle as well. Running right into the heart of that line. Here, it's up in the air, and it's caught at the 36-yard line. What a fantastic catch. Working on Jay McIntyre, and he made the catch. Connor Durant goes up and takes it away. Durant had
first down, Gators.
Durant with up to the 35-yard line. Wow. Give him about 37 yards there on that throw. You talk about throwing it up for your receiver, just kind of letting him get after it. Well, Fujiyama went in motion, and then flags fly. And the procedure may have had a couple of guys moving. So a 1st and 10 turns into a 1st and 15. They back him up to the 40-yard line. Under 3 minutes to go. We're in the first quarter here. They'll set up near side hash mark as the Gators try to get back into this one, down 14-0. I set. Fujinama will head to the right side. They give it off to the big fullback here, trying to push his way to that right side. Just a couple of yards. Perez lead forward.
Tackle on the play, number 48, Darian Sanders, number 69, John
Sanders there, Lopez there as well.
For about 2 yards.
Give him to the 41-yard line. So 2nd and 14 here. They've got to get to the 25-yard line for a first down. Out they come again. That base set, receivers either side. Durant's on the left side. Fujinama is on the right side. They put Muller in motion, put him out there, and Naranjo looks, throws it up over the top. Had a man there. His tight end streaming down the middle, but too high for him.
Overthrows intended receiver, number 89.
Take that eye back, send him off to the right side, see if anybody follows him, and that safety certainly to that far side. And gave Naranjo an opportunity to take a shot down the middle. 3rd and 14, though, on the incomplete pass now. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Passing down, you can bet the Yotes with the ears pinned back here a little bit. They'll bring 4, maybe 5, and the play actually set up the screen. Durant's got it here on the near side. Got a blocker out front. He's going to be tackled from behind at about the 30-yard line. McIntyre out there in the middle of it. But in on the tackle, that was Peter Mitchell. Linebacker coming and actually tackling him forward to about the 30-yard line. Got about 11 out of it, but they needed much more than that. They'll call it 4th down, right about in the middle. Yep, sitting right there about the 30-yard line. They need 5 yards here, so a decision to be made. You're kind of in no man's land when you're going from the 30-yard line. Up to the line they'll come. Naranjo, long count this time. Pumps once, wants to go to the corner of the end zone, and it'll be picked off. Picked off at about the 10-yard line on that far side. And Kyle Billingsley reaches up, snatches it out of the air.
Tackle on the play, number 15, Matt Fujinama.
Well, you send one of your taller receivers over to that far side, and you go ahead and take that shot. It essentially turns into trying to just turn it into a punt. You look for Matt Fujinami over there, and you throw it up, and you hope you throw it up high enough.
Monarch Scholarship Fund website. Go to CHS
Monarch is going to start here from down around their own 6-yard line here. So it works like a coffin corner in the punt. You go ahead, throw it up down near the goal line. If it gets picked up, you hope it doesn't get returned. And now here they go, off to Ethan Marks, up the middle. And still running forward and finally tackling about the 19-yard line. How about that? 13 yards right out of the box.
First down, Mohai. Tackle on the play, number 81, Connor Durant, number 8, Gabe
Durant had to
Garcia.
come up and make the tackle. Took 2 guys to bring Marks down. He's at that deep I-back set there in that triple set. McIntyre looking to throw, and it is caught out here. How about that? Still on his feet, 30-yard line, finally knocked down.
Quarterback number 11, Jay McIntyre.
What a nice catch that time as Brandon Pape,
number 15, Brandon Pape.
coming from his wingback spot, and McIntyre was under all kinds of pressure that
time. First down, go high.
14 yards on that pass. I don't know how McIntyre was able to make that pass, and then Pape did the rest. Marks has it off that left tackle there, leans forward to the 41-yard line. Just crushing the yardage here. Got 8 yards that time. They'll put it at the 41. They'll be just short of a first down. They'll need about 1.5 yards here. Seconds ticking down here in this first quarter as Kid Sewell will run the play in. I don't know if they're going to get this one off here. and may not need to. They don't mind milking the clock a little bit. Well, they'll come up to the line. 4 seconds left. McIntyre set. Everybody else is too. And he's going to keep it himself, trying to look for some room around that left side. First down and more, and he's going to be pulled down awkwardly at about the 46-yard line. A first down for Monarch. That's going to do it for the first quarter here at a 14-0 lead. They are indeed going to set it down. Yards on that run, and Mohai is again just staying on the ground. One pass, that was the completion from McIntyre to Pape here on this series, but a 14-0 lead will put a fresh 12 up on the clock. Playoffs start next week. When it comes to the wild card standings, certainly get a win here tonight. Monarch would have a home game next week to open up the 16-team bracket in Class 4A. The wild card points, but at the same time, only 16 teams get in. With 2 losses, you're probably in there, but there's no guarantee you're going to open up at home. The Green Mountain, where they ended up beating Green Mountain 28-0. That's a 5A team, so some nice points in the wild cards. Not to say that they would miss the playoffs, certainly, but a win here would go a long way. Certainly get you a home contest if you were to tie for the Mountain Division. How about Sewell working his way over the left side? He gets to about the 46 of Standley Lake. Gain of 7. Here we go. Second down and 3. How about the tempo for Mohai here? Everybody's in tight this time. Well, they've really got it working. And around Sewell this time. Got some room as he stiff arms his way to about the 36-yard line. Durant ushered him out of bounds. Sewell just put that hand right in the grill, and the chains are moving again. You say he stepped out at the 35, so a gain of 11. And the Yotes doing what they do, and that is run the football very well, keeping Standley Lake certainly off balance. Pace slows a little bit here as they kind of mull around near the line of scrimmage. McIntyre will call the play. Everybody's in tight. Marks, they fake the end route. Pape's got it here up the middle now. Still on his feet, drug down from behind at about the 16-yard line. Brandon Pape, that quick hitter, they handed it to him. And, of course, McIntyre and Marks carry out the fake. In the meantime, Pape is rumbling downhill to about the 17-yard line. Give him 18 on the carry. First down and 10 here for Monarch. Everybody's in tight again. End around Sewell this time. Turns it up right about the A gap and leans forward to about the 14-yard line. Staying with it, Cody Klieg. Klieg was there. One of the linebackers to slow him down. They're going to put the nose of that football just outside of the 15 here. So Sewell only with a couple of yards. Didn't bounce it outside. Just put that leg in the ground, turned it up. 2nd and 8 for Mohai. End around again. Sewell now leaning forward. Down to the 9-yard line he goes.
Down inside the 10-yard line. Tackle number 6, Grant Gladstone.
Gladstone with the tackle.
Like 3rd down 2.
They'll spot this ball down here. Right near the 9-yard line. We're going to put him at the 9. Everybody in tight again. McIntyre with the quarterback sneak, leaning forward. He's going to get near the 7-yard line. That's going to be close for a first down.
Tackle number 56, Michael Shimada.
Even if it's not, you can bet that Monarch's going to go ahead and get up there and go for it. And they're going to spot this one down here. That's actually at the 8. So 4th and 1 coming up here. Now they go to that full house, that triple I behind McIntyre. Give it to Marks. Run it forward. Still running on his feet. Spins. Down he goes. He's going to be short of the end zone. Just short of that end zone as he's down to the 1-yard line. For a moment, Standley Lake had stood them up. He was trying to go off that left side between the guard and tackle, and then just kept nosing his way to the outside. 12th play of the drive coming right here, and they're knocking on the door. Back to that triple I. Long count, McIntyre quarterback sneak. He noses his way forward. No indication yet. Did he get there? They're not going to give it to him. Just short. That ball moved maybe the length of the football, essentially. So 2nd and goal. Same thing. We'll see. McIntyre looks. Touchdown. The art of a quarterback sneak is not just about taking a snap and running forward. You've got to kind of find yourself a little hole that you can push your way into. Good push that time by the front 5. McIntyre got the snap. The little hesitation went left of the center and leans into the end zone. Interesting, and I didn't get a chance to see a replay on that, but maybe the first time through he was across, but the referees couldn't see it. They went ahead and spotted it down. So McIntyre, 2nd time's the charm. The extra point is up and good. It's 21-0 Monarch here with 8:56 to go in the first half. 13 plays, 94 yards. McIntyre with his 2nd touchdown of the day. He opened up this game, returning the opening kickoff 94 yards. This time, just had to nose his way off the left hip of his center. Well, want to say hi to the Monarch Touchdown Club sponsors. Bringing you this presentation on Streaming Sports. They include CB and Potts Restaurant in Bloomfield, Lakeshore Athletic Club, Boulder Valley Credit Union, the law firm of Berg Hill, Greenleaf, and Rossetti, Boulder County's largest and most comprehensive legal services firm. Minuteman Press at Boulder for all your printing needs. Chick-fil-A, Flatirons as well. So Monarch set to kick it away. This will be the 3rd time. First 2 times they haven't allowed a return. This one, a line drive, and it'll be taken inside of the 5-yard line. Standley Lake with an opportunity to return it up to about the 26-yard line.
Returned by number 15.
And then it's Matt Fujinami with the return there, and decent field position for Standley Lake to start. Now it's key for the Gators. Well, you've got to hang on to the football. You don't want to give it right back. Get a long, sustained drive, but most importantly, get one into the end zone. Try to stay into this one because Monarch playing at home, they're already 3 touchdowns up on you. Gators have gone with, in that first series, pretty steady run of Mueller and Davis. They may be thinking they need to throw it a little bit more. No, they're going to go right back. Iback's going to burst through. Look out.
Running back number 30.
That is Davis. Busted through the hole, and all of a sudden,
Tackle number 34.
Sewell got a look at it and said, wow, he's coming my way. Good block by the receiver out front. Actually, the tight end that got out there that got on Sewell, he was able to get away, pull him down by the pads. Run to the 44-yard line. Up to the line they'll come here. I set, they'll put receiver to that left side. Actually got an H-back in Fujinami there, and now the referee will stop it, and the timeout by Standley Lake here with 8:24 left to go in the first half. Happened on the first play of the game for Standley Lake on offense. They handed it off to Mueller, and he burst through there. Got good blocking up front, and then suddenly there were no linebackers to be found. The safety had to make the tackle. And a big, big gain to open up on first down. The same thing happened here, this time with Davis. Well, that would be big for Standley Lake to put a touchdown up there and stay into this one. You've got to try to stay close. Senior night, of course, last regular season game for both of these teams. And obviously here at home for Monarch. They'll have a home playoff game most likely here, win here, and they do. Even with a loss, most likely, due to the wild card points, but you never know. Got to win to make sure. Certainly both teams going to be in the playoffs. End around coming here. They get it off to Fujinami. He tries to pick his way through across the 50, and he's tackled forward to about the 45-yard line. Coming over from his linebacker spot, Darian Sanders will get there and pop him down, but a nice run up to, let's see where they put it down, right at the 45 of Monarch. Give him 11 yards that time. They want to try to find a way to get the ball in the hands of Fujinami. He's already carried it here this season over 30 times now, and they'll throw him the football an awful lot, but they will hand that ball off too. End arounds like that, slide him in the backfield from time to time. Quick hitter up the middle and a gain of just a yard. Roach with the carry that time. Got about a yard, bring up a second down and 9. Just trying to keep them honest. Still got to stay with that run game, but they love to have Jacob Naranjo just go ahead and chuck it around the field. But again, you're still trying to keep the ball away from Monarch as well. So you got to think about milking the clock. Play action. Naranjo looks to go down that far side. It is caught down there at about the 18-yard line. He find Durant again. He did. Durant actually got behind the coverage, leaps up, and makes the catch. They'll put that ball down at about the 18-yard line. 27 yards. And the chain's moving here, and they'll wind the clock. 7:02 left to go here in the first half. Eye set, they'll throw receivers here to the short side of the field. Naranjo, pass it again. Trouble coming. He's hit and he's sacked. Back at the 25-yard line. In on the tackle that time. Origa with the sack that time. He was one of the first couple of gray shirts flying in there. So the loss of 7 now, and a second and very long coming. 6:22 left to go here in this first half, and a timeout for Standley Lake. That's their second timeout of the night. Got to try to find a way to convert it. Field goals don't do you a lot of good when you're down by 3 touchdowns. You got to find a way to get it into the end zone. I would imagine it's 4-down territory for them.
Invited to the post-game wrap-up at CBN Potts after every varsity game. Come join in this great tradition here at Monarch and show your support for the players.
5A playoffs rolling tonight. I'm going to see if we can catch a few scores for you here throughout if you're interested in that sort of thing. Quick moving game. You would expect it with Monarch having the ball as long as they have. 3 touchdowns. Got some other scores. Longmont up on Greeley Central 15-14. Then at the half, Loveland beating up on Mountain View 20-0. That's still in the second quarter. Pitch here to the right side, and that's Fujinami. Fujinami trying to work his way to the right side. There is just not a lot of room over here. Quick work by Monarch. Billingsley, one of the guys in there. Also, John Pham was also making his way from his down lineman position to get over there. Mountain Vista and Fairview play tonight, and on Channel 1 on Streaming Sports. We're going to take a look at first round action for Fairview, one of the top teams in Class 5A. They're rolling as well. Here we go, big third down and long. Fujinami moved to the left side. That's who he's looking for out there. It'll be caught at about the 23-yard line, and he's going to be well short of that first down. Good pursuit by the Monarch defense there. That ball down to about the 18-yard line, maybe 19. Almost get it back to the original line of scrimmage here. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 11. As we said, 4-down territory to go for it. So they'll run Jacob Naranjo back out there. Let's see how many they throw out in the pattern. Durant is here on the near side. Everybody else is going to be in tight. They go 2 tight end set now. They pitch it back here. Halfback throw. They're going to put it up here, looking for Durant, and it'll be short. Let's see. Judge. Well, that gives you 15, and it's an automatic first down. Only needed 11. Boy, that's big. How many times do you think Standley Lake has been able to do that, though? You send him out there, you throw the ball up, and you hope that either Durant goes up and gets it or they get a call, and that's what happened. 4:41 left to go here in this first half. For Standley Lake, they'll get a new set of downs in the red zone. And the Whitecap, along with the rest of his crew, is going to have to do the math on this one. 4:41 left to go in the first half. They're going to end up getting the ball at about the 10.5-yard line. They'll go half the distance to the goal here. Oh, it's not an automatic. And my apologies. I said an automatic first down. It is not an automatic first down. The referee says it's half the distance to the goal. That'll put them just outside of the 10-yard line here. They would still need to get inside the 9. Boy, something seems really wrong with that, doesn't it? That it should be probably an automatic first down, but if you take the distance, they're not there yet. It's not like the pros. That happens in the NFL. The ball's at the 1-yard line, and it's first down and goal. And boy, am I bad with math. Of course it's going to be inside the 10-yard line. It'll be about the 9.5. Need to get it inside that 9-yard line for a first down. 4th and 1 here. Naranjo, somebody moved. Now, I think the fullback actually jumped that time. It's going to be close, but the indication already is they blew the whistle and stopped it. Instead of 4th and 1, it's going to be 4th and 6 now. I think the fullback leaned a little bit there. Boy, that is big. You get the pass interference penalty. You still have to go for it on 4th down, but you only got to go about a yard. Get it inside the 9. Mohai will get the ball back here as they go ahead and say they'll decline the motion penalty, take the ball. Mohai will have the ball with 4:37 left to go here in this first half. And the defense coming through with a little help from Standley Lake. So Monarch starts from their own 9-yard line. They haven't had great field position. Started from their own 6 the last time they had the football. So here comes Jay McIntyre and the Oats. Run here to the left side. Still at his feet, that's McIntyre. Stood up there trying to strip that ball. Finally pulled down across the 20-yard line. McIntyre with the keeper here around this left side, and a nice gain moving the chains.
First down, Mohai.
Gain of 12. And depending on where they spot that football down at, they will put it at about the 22, so a gain of 13. Marks and Sewell doing most of the carrying here. McIntyre with a couple of quarterback sneaks, and then the keeper that time. DeMarks to the end around. He'll turn it up here, and a flag will fly as he spins his way. Oop, ball popped out. Monarch is going to go ahead and keep that one. It got ripped away from Marks. No indication yet, though, A lot of players down on top, but nobody from Standley Lake jumping around, so Monarch able to get back on top of it there. That ball squirted free. Marks was able to get back on top of it here. Oh, and a chop block against Monarch here, so that'll walk him back big time. The flag thrown by the umpire. They're in the backfield of the defense. And that came out pretty quickly, just as Marks was starting to make his turn. May have been why there was such a big hole. So they walk him back to the 14-yard line here. Well, first down, we'll call it about 20. They've got to get it to about the 32-yard line. Clock rolling again. 4:11 to go here in the first half for Monarch. They've just assumed keep the football the whole time here. Take it into the half. End around. Lean forward here. Kid Sewell with the run that time. Near the 19. They gained him about 5. I like they're going to go ahead and throw it up here. Again, they're just trying to burn a little time. Still only second down here. 2nd and 13, we'll call it. Back to pass. McIntyre wants to go up top. He's looking for Marks here. Double coverage, and it's tipped away. Boy, Ethan turned into essentially a defensive back as Durant was there on the coverage. So was Garcia. And Ethan Marks was the first guy to get his hand to it and actually tipped it away. Well, 9th game of the season for Monarch. There's a lot of tape out there. It's not like Standley Lake hasn't seen the Yotes a few times here in this. Well, I mean, they keep switching the conferences around with all the realignment going on, but Standley Lake's seen them. And don't get sucked up there. You got to stay back for your safety, and that's what happened. 3rd and 13 now. Pitch back to Marks, and he is hit hard at about the 25-yard line. That's where he'll be stopped. It'll be 4th down here and about 7 yards. Give Marks about 8 yards there. 4th down, we'll call it 7, and again, they'll split everybody out. See if they can get anyone to jump. You can bet that they are going to go ahead and pooch this one away. And a very good punt taken over the shoulder by Durant. He'll take it at about the 39-yard line. And Standley Lake will have about 2 minutes and 55 seconds to do a little something with it. They got it into the red zone last time, but the Monarch defense stepped up and got a little help from a procedure penalty. Mohai trying to pitch the shutout in this first half. Opening kickoff taken 94 yards by Jay McIntyre to make it 7-0. And then a 12-play, essentially 90-yard drive. Ethan Marks from 10 yards out made it 14-0 with 4:34 to go in that first quarter. And then Jay McIntyre with a quarterback sneak capped off a 13-play, 94-yard drive by Mohai. Standley Lake's turn with the football here. Naranjo sacked back at the 28-yard line.
Sack on the play. Sack number 21, Kane Malinga.
Malinga. They're going to give credit to Malinga, the first guy there that ripped him down. That was like a jailbreak. You had 3 gray shirts coming through there. So a big loss there. And now 2nd and long. Naranjo, delayed draw, and sniffed out.
Ball carrier number 29, Johnny
Muller is tackled at about the 30-yard
Tackle
line.
number 21, Kane Malinga. Number 29, Peter Mitchell.
Gained him about a half yard that time. Boy, the Yotes defense stayed home. Under 2 minutes to go. Standley Lake certainly taking their time. They want to burn off as much time as they can here before they give it back to Mohai. Durant and Fujinami are here on the right side. One back still in the backfield as Muller goes to that left side. Back to pass. And it's caught. Oh, Durant turned to look and run and dropped it. Still would have been short of the first down that time. Sewell on the coverage, but Durant was already thinking about running. It went right through his.
Fourth down long for the Gators.
Clock stops with 1:29 to go here in this first half. Connor Durant will go back to punt here for Standley Lake, and Mohai's going to have a little bit of time left on the clock. Jay McIntyre standing at about the 37-yard line. Snaps a good one, and he is going to go ahead and get this one away. End over end, McIntyre takes it at the 39-yard line, and will get about a 3-yard return. Quick coverage that time by Standley Lake. And the tackle made by Trey Jarvis. So first down and 10 for Mohai here with 1:20 left to go here in the first half. You got a little bit of time. How cute do you want to get if you're Phil Bravo? Don't mind putting some points up on the board here, and they've done very well to do those, get those points on the ground. One turnover here tonight. That was Standley Lake, and that was on a fourth down play. They threw it down, and the interception about the 6-yard line. Mohai turned it into points, even though they had to go 94 yards. Everybody's in tight. Give it to Marks now. End around. Got a big hole there, and he's still on his feet. Race is on. Durant's one guy that's going to catch him here at about the 19-yard line. What a run.
Toss left side, toss right side, cuts back left. Tackle on the play, number 81, Connor Durant.
40 yards down to the 19-yard line.
Inside the 20-yard line. First down, Mohai.
Well, you don't need to go to the air when your ground game works like that. 1:12 to go. They're going to wind the clock here. Everybody's in tight again. Kid Sewell this time off tackle, leans forward to the 15-yard line.
Tackle on the play, number 6, Grant.
Run of 4, Gladstone on the tackle. Called his name out several times, and now a quick timeout. This will be taken by Monarch here. Second down and 6 coming up from the 15-yard line. Boy, a 40-yard run. If you're the Gators, all you had to do was hold them in the middle part of the field. Don't allow them to get down close to put any more points on the board. But now you're in field goal range, and you're driving, and there's plenty of time left. 56 seconds left to go in the first half. Halftime, and kind of an extended halftime. Senior night here for Monarch, their last regular season game. Playoffs start, of course, next week. So we'll let it sit. You'll be able to watch. We'll take a break here, depending on how long halftime is, between 10 and 15 minutes, then back with you for the second half. Glad we can bring it to you here on Stream It Sports. Monarch Touchdown Club. Our sponsors include CB and Potts in Broomfield, Lakeshore Athletic Club, Boulder Valley Credit Union, law firm of Berg, Hill, Greenleaf, and City, Minuteman Press at Boulder, and Chick-fil-A.
Number 34, Kid Sewell.
Side touchdown. Boy, he made it look easy. Great blocking on the left side. The end around there from that double wing and a 15-yard touchdown run. Well, that was fast. There's still time on the clock there. 3 plays, and you finish it off. 59 yards, all told. 15 yards for the touchdown there by Sewell. 27-0. Snaps a good one. Kick is straight and true. 51 seconds left to go in the first half, and it is 28-0 Monarch. Well, we wondered. The game started off with a bang. McIntyre, the opening kickoff, taken back for a touchdown. Standley Lake did come out and sustain a bit of a drive. We thought, okay, didn't take the wind completely out of the sails of the Gators, but Monarch has had 2 huge drives of 10-plus plays and burning time off the clock here, and then they put this drive together, 3 plays, thanks in part to a 40-yard run by Ethan Marks, and then Kid Sewell from 15 yards out. 4-touchdown lead at intermission. You remember Monarchs had a big lead before. They are hyper-focused after that loss to Montrose, though. It's playing out a lot like the 2012 season. Short pooch kick here, bounding ball. It'll go out of bounds, and so the option will go to Standley Lake. They can take it right there, as a matter of fact, and take the penalty. Well, the junior, Jacob Naranjo, will have a little bit of time to work with here, but don't forget, the folks that certainly follow Monarch, they have themselves a very good secondary, so I don't know how much you want to really try to take a shot. A phenomenal, actually two very good receivers in Connor Durant and, of course, Matt Fujinami. They'll run trips up top now from the pistol set. Naranjo rolling to that left side, and he'll throw it on the run. Caught. That's Durant. Looking for some room here inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. Boy, they still get open, don't they? Up to the 36-yard line. Back to work. Clock rolling, 38 seconds left. Shotgun time again. Naranjo looking to that left side now, fires it over the middle. Sliding catch made at about the 22-yard line. And that's Durant with the catch again. Clock stops for the moment, and they'll set the chains. 30 seconds left to go. Gators certainly have this type of capability with Naranjo pulling the trigger. Got it again. Looking to the right side now. Still looking. He is caught from behind, and he's sacked. Down he goes at the 27-yard line. Who got him? Is that Sanders? Nope, Hilliard credited with the sack that time. And the timeout by Standley Lake. That's their last one here in the half. 18 seconds left to go. Originally looking to the right side, Naranjo, I think, wanted to get rid of it pretty quickly. And when he pulled it back, there was nobody to throw it to. That is what you call a coverage sack. He was still sliding the feet, doing a nice job there, but the pocket was collapsing, and he had nowhere to go with it. 28-0. Jay McIntyre, the 94-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to open the game up. Ethan Marks, a 10-yard touchdown run, capped off a 12-play drive of 90 yards. An interception deep in their own territory by Monarch. They turned that around and went 13 plays, and McIntyre, the quarterback, sneaked from 1 yard out, and Kid Sewell from 15. And that's where we sit here. Looking to pass. Got a little time now. He'll throw to that left side and throw it away. Stop the clock with about 13 seconds left. Boy, he got blasted as he let that one go. Looked like it was Hilliard that was in there again that actually hit Naranjo as he made the throw. 13 seconds left to go here in this first half. It is 3rd and about 14 here. They're going to be looking to the end zone these next two because they don't have any timeouts left. Pumps once. Now fires it over the middle. Caught there and down at the 10-yard line. And he found Fujinami there over the middle, and he had all kinds of time. We'll stop the clock with 5 seconds left. It'll wind here as soon as they get it set down. Wow, and a penalty here. Wow, Monarch called for a personal foul. The clock stops with the penalty. 5 seconds left to go here. Now you put it half the distance to the goal, and you put them down at the 5-yard line. And now Monarch's going to take a timeout here. Clock wouldn't start until the snap of the football. And now Yotes will have to put something together here with a 1st and goal from the 5 with only 5 seconds left. You can bet that Naranjo is being told over there, you're either going to make it one play and throw to the corner of the end zone. You're going to look for Connor Durant. Most likely. That's been his big target here today. Matt Fujinami, another very good target, but he's more the guy that you're going to look for in the slot. You're either going to make that quick slot throw and get one more play. If it's not there, go ahead and throw it in the dirt and then take your one last shot, or this is the one play. Because anything that is in the field and not in the end zone, Standley Lake doesn't have any more timeouts left. He'll go up under center with the eye set now. Naranjo, 3-step drop. He pumped once now. Now he's thrown to the corner, and it's too high. 0.3 seconds left. They're lucky enough he's going to get another play out of it. Hunter Berry on the coverage over there. They were looking for Fujinami. So they switched it up from what I said. They had Durant actually running to the short side of the field. Fujinami was actually running that corner route. And because it was an incomplete pass, it doesn't start until the snap of the ball. So 0.3 seconds up on the clock. They're going to go for a field goal here. This is essentially a 22-yard field goal. Snap's a good one. The kick up. And it's good. 22-yard field goal by Grant, and some points up on the board here for Standley Lake. It's certainly, you think you really want a touchdown out of it, but they're going to go ahead with the points. Halftime. Be back with you in about 15 minutes. Let's bring you back here from halftime. Welcome back here on Stream It Sports. Home game for Monarch, and they are rolling here at the half, 28-3. I'm Cory Lopez. Glad you're along with us here. Senior night, it feels a little bit better when you got a big lead like that. 28-3, a field goal at the end of the half by Connor Durant from 22 yards out is the only points that Standley Lake has been able to put together against this Mohai defense. Have been very good here today. Standley Lake, here's thanks to our friends at BocoPreps.com. Check them out on Twitter and find them there on the web as well. Give us you some first half stats. And on the ground, well, it looked promising early on, but I'll tell you what, the defense really tightening up, particularly against the rush, as Davis and Muller combined basically put up 63 yards. Davis with 35 yards on 3 carries. Muller a couple of carries for 28 yards. Fujinami with 2 carries for 13 yards. He's been sacked a couple of times, though. Big sacks. He's thrown for 133 yards, has a pick. He's got a 50% completion percentage. And Standley Lake will start with the football here, and this one will get over the end line. And again, as it is in high school, the Federation rules, if it crosses the goal line on a kickoff, then it is automatically a touchback. Same could be said with punts as well. On the other side of things, what a fantastic night for Ethan Marks. He's got a touchdown, 14 carries, 143 yards. Kid Sewell with 10 carries for 72 yards. He's got a touchdown as well. Jay McIntyre, 7 carries for 23 yards. He has a touchdown on the ground. And then on special teams, a 94-yard, opening kickoff return for a touchdown. Standley Lake will start. Naranjo, that quick smoke route. Oh, a little hook and ladder. Fujinami will get the flip there as they start from their own 20, take it to about the 25-yard line. Well, a little trickery to open things up here. We're guessing that Standley Lake's probably going to go to the air a little bit more. I mean, you almost have to, but again, you don't want to give the ball back to Monarch either. That's part of the issue that you're dealing with here. You want to burn a little time off the clock so you're not putting your defense back out there. A couple of long sustained drives by Monarch offensively certainly has tired out the Standley Lake defense. 5 yards on that play there, and now they'll go try to swing it here to the outside. Leaning forward, and a flag will come in behind the play as the tailback will take it to about the 30-yard line. A 5-yard run by Muller that time. It's going to be enough for a first down. We'll have to see what the flag is all about, though, and the flag thrown right where the play was going. And they're talking to Mohai, so this is going to back them up here a little bit. Got some scores. One of the most surprising, Longmont and Greeley Central matching up, and they're still tied at 21 right now in Class 4A. This is the Week 10, last week of the season. By the way, a holding, the indication. It's a spot foul, so they're going to back them up to about the 14-yard line. Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that score. They're tied at 21 apiece. In the meantime, Broomfield trying to bounce back after losing to this Mohai club last week. They're up 34-2 on Golden. That's going on there at Broomfield High School. So second down at about 14. Naranjo pumps once it. He wants to go deep down down the middle. Wide open. Caught at the 45. Races on here, 30-yard line. And Fujinami will be caught from behind at about the 24-yard line. Jay McIntyre will catch up to him here, but a huge gain. They're going to say he stepped out at about the 25. 50 yards. Fujinami right down the seam. Well, this will be huge for Standley Lake as they get the ball to start the second half to get on the board here. Get to within 18. As you think about it, you're still 3 scores down. Naranjo this time give it off to the big back here. Davis going to fall forward to about the 21. So a gain of 40, I should say. They go to the 35-yard line. Got to get the math skills working here today. Or excuse me, they take it to the 21, so gain of 50. I was right the first time. I'm correcting myself. Ball's at the 21 of Monarch here. We'll call it 2nd and 6. I set behind Naranjo. Play action. Got a lot of time now. Now it's breaking down. He's tripped up and ball on the ground. Scooped up by Monarch here. Let's see if they're going to count him down. Here they come. While everybody's standing out there, there's no indication yet. Referees still talking to each other, and a flag will now come out. I think it's going to stay with potentially. Let's see. Whitecap walking out. We'll have to see what the flag is all about. Oh, intentional grounding. As he was going down, he threw the football and actually threw it into the ground. That's what's going on there. I think Monarch would go ahead and take the turnover, but this works out well because they'll lose the down. And you get a 5-yard penalty out of it, so it's back to the 31-yard line. So let's call it 3rd and 15 here. Receivers either side, Durant and Fujinami. I set, straight drop back, pump, and they'll set it up. Fujinami's got it now, looking to cut back to the middle part of the field. He is hit at about the 24-yard line, and he'll be stopped there. Got about 7 yards out of it. Boy, got it back to about the original line of scrimmage, but it brings up a 4th down. Got to think you're in 4-down territory anyway. 4th and 9 here. And they're going to run the play in. Got to find a way to put some points up on the board. I don't think a field goal does you much good here. Field goal at the end of that first half, but here we go. I set, they'll put slot right now. Fujinami's in that slot, Durant. And now it turns into trips. Looking. Naranjo steps up the pocket, throws over the middle, and there's nobody there. Davis really the intended receiver, but he wasn't even close. They had run Davis here to the wide side of the field, basically essentially into a slot position, and then ran him down the seam, but Naranjo overthrows him, and it's turned over on downs. So Monarch will get it back their own 24-yard line here. 8:50 to go in the third quarter. The Yotes hold on here. They get a home seed. They're probably not going to get the top seed. Montrose rolling, but they'll be just fine. And it's Ethan Marks that gets the carry here, and he leans forward to about the 28-yard line. We told you, Ethan, 14 carries, 143 yards in that first half, and a touchdown. Back to Marks, head of that triple I, and he'll lean forward to about the 34-yard line. It's enough for a first down. Chunks of 4 and 5 yards now on the run as the clock rolls. They go from their own 35-yard line. McIntyre, play action. He's rolling to the right side. Going to keep it himself now. Looking for blockers out front. Slips one and gets tackled forward to about the 43-yard line. Gladstone there on the tackle. Actually tackled him forward. They're going to put the football at about the 43. So McIntyre, a run of 8 here, second down and 2. And you feel the tempo starting to pick up a little bit here for Monarch. Burn a little clock, get the chunks of yardage that you can. Kid Sewell's turn around this left side, looking for room, puts the leg in the ground and turns it up here. The blockers out front. Pape and Marks leading the way with the blocking. Not a lot of room there. They're going to put him down at about the 46-yard line here. Got about 3 out of it. It's going to be enough for a first down, though. $5A playoffs rolling. $4A playoffs get rolling next week. Back it comes. Sewell trying to make it to the outside. Somebody had a hold of his jersey there. That was Gladstone. He was able to pull away from that. Short yardage to about the 48-yard line. Got a couple out of it. Well, that was tough. Gladstone had a handful of jersey there. It was all that Sewell could do to break away from it. 6:42 to go here in this third quarter. The clock keeps rolling, and that's just what Mohai wants. Everybody's in tight again. First man through, Pape. Got a lot of room there, and he's just running downhill. Boy, that quick hitter works almost every time. Durant has to get him from his safety position. He'll get to about the 42 of Standley Lake. Well, Mohai was going to go up and run it quickly. J-Mac had come over here to the sideline. Now they huddle up. Run at 10, first down and 10 for Monarch now. Back to Sewell, end around the left side. Lowers that head and lowers the boom to about the 36-yard line. Durant on the tackle again. Boy, Connor Durant has had to get up there and make a lot of tackles. Give him 6. The pairings will come out Sunday. The committee will put them together. You can bet that Monarch will be here again next weekend. Look out, got him to move. Well, a hard count. You send Ethan Marks in motion from the left side. Get yourself an easy first down here. Walk it to the 31. So first down and 10 now. They go from the Standley Lake 31-yard line. Everybody's in tight. Marks on the left, Sewell on the right in that double wing. Pape right behind McIntyre. And McIntyre's going to keep it himself around this left side. Got some room. Still on his feet. 15-yard line. 10. Down to the 5. Sprinting. Touchdown. He went to another gear when he turned it upfield. That's his third touchdown of the day. A 94-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, a 1-yard quarterback sneak, and for good measure, a 31-yard run on a quarterback keeper. Extra point upcoming. How about that? 8 plays, 76 yards. They force Standley Lake to turn it over on downs. The extra point, straight and true again. 35-3 now. Well, you think Mohi's rounded into shape as they head toward the playoffs? Boy, I think so. They look good here again tonight. See if we could pop around here, around the league, and see what we've kind of got going on. See if I can get some updated scores for you in Class 4A. And some of the potential teams, I guess, that Mohi could be facing. As it comes in, they're going to be one of the top seeds. They probably will not be the top seed, though. Pueblo South winning. They're beating Cheyenne Mountain. They're up on the Indians 26-3 at the half. Pueblo West up on Mesa Ridge 31-10. That's also a halftime score. Canyon City up on Widefield 35-15 at the half. Broomfield over Golden 34-2. That's a halftime score as well. And the kick, this one going to be taken at about the 1-yard line. Down that far side, still on his feet, but he steps out of bounds on that far side near the 25-yard line. Matt Fujinami with the return. Loveland at home. They're up on Mountain View. Of course, they're playing at Patterson Field there. 39-14. That's after 3 quarters. So Loveland up on Mountain View there. Falcon and Vista Ridge locked up. About 6 minutes left to go in the third. Tied at 14. Pine Creek over Rampart 21-10. That at the half. Wheat Ridge up on Green Mountain 26-0. Boy, the Farmers going to need some help to make the playoffs this year. Durango up on Montezuma Cortez 21-0. That's a halftime score for you. That's what's going on in Class 4A here. Standley Lake with the football, trailing 35-3. Naranjo finds Durant here on the near side, and a nice pick up to about the 39-yard line. Durant, that's his, I believe, 6th catch tonight, maybe 7th. In the first half, though, 5 catches, 116 yards. Ball to the 41-yard line, gain of about 16. The chains moving for Standley Lake. They need to make some very quick work of what's going on out there now. Need a touchdown. You can imagine that Monarch's going to soften up a little bit defensively, and they go to the big fullback now, and Perez just running downhill. It's taking about 4 or 5 guys to get him down. Wow, Perez with the run to the 48 of Monarch. That's a gain of about 11 there, and he was carrying a couple guys on his back most of the way. 4:42 to go. We're in the third quarter here, and the ball at the Monarch 48-yard line. I said again, they'll run everybody in tight. Fujinami at the H-back spot. Naranjo, play action, rolling here. Trouble coming. Steps up, throws it out there, and will throw it away. Durant, certainly the intended receiver here. Great coverage by Jake Hummel, though. Oh, and my apologies. Actually, it wasn't Durant that they were looking for. So Walzalek was the intended receiver. So used to seeing him throw to Connor Durant. It wasn't 81, it was 89. Flag down here, 4:25 to go in the third quarter. A holding indication against Standley Lake here. So the spot foul takes him back to the 34-yard line. Oh, that is a
First down, 28 for the Gator.
big penalty. They were sitting at the 48 of Monarch. That hold was deep in the backfield. So now, holy smokes, first down in Boulder County to go. Naranjo going to pass, got a little bit of time now, has to try to escape, throws it as he's going down. It is picked off. J-Mac's got it, still on his feet, and he'll be spun down at about the 26-yard line. Oh, man. The wounded duck coming out of there. How about that catch? J-Mac bobbled it a couple of times, and when he finally did end up pulling it in, he had a full head of steam and a nice return. Monarch will have the football here deep in Standley Lake territory, and they'll tack onto that because of a face mask against Standley Lake. You'd have to check me on this, and I'd certainly have to do some research on this, but J-Mac has had a couple of picks here over the last couple of games. I know in that game last week against Broomfield, he picked one off in the end zone. And the 15-yard penalty walks him up to the 14 of Standley Lake. Second interception thrown by Jacob Naranjo. 4:11 to go here in the third quarter, and certainly the best field position all day for Monarch as they go for the 14 of Standley Lake. And they give it off. Pate up the middle, running forward to about the 7-yard line. Boat right on the tackle. Down to about the 7-yard line there. Pate with 7 yards of his own. Got to keep him honest. Everybody's in tight again. Second down and 3. Run to the left side now. End around, and that is Sewell. As he was trying to lean forward, got spun, fell kind of awkwardly there, but a nice gain. And the chains are moving. First down and goal. They'll set it at just inside the 3 here. Everybody's in tight again. And that end around. Let's see. Sewell close. They're going to give it to him. Everybody's running in. Touchdown. There he is, standing in the end zone. Boy, a mess of players down there. Sewell ends up in the end zone. Sewell's got his second touchdown here tonight. Monarch, since the stumble against Montrose, has been rolling offensively. You think of the numbers they have put up. Marks will take it in for the 2-point conversion. And they will crank up the clock here as that gives it a 40-point lead, and they will get a running clock going here, and that's why they give it to Marks to go for the 2-point conversion, make it a running clock. Well, we've seen that a few times if you follow Mohi at all. Sewell, the 3-yard touchdown. We told you that's his second touchdown of the day. And the 2-point conversion now 43-3. Well, I have to be honest with you. I did not see this one coming. Expected Monarch probably going to win this game, but a Standley Lake club who's played very well coming in here. Just one loss on the season. But boy, tough one to Broomfield, 27-23. They lost about 3 weeks ago to them on October 11th. This is a big, big game coming in for the league title. Monarch's going to win it outright here as the clock is rolling, and it's a continuous clock for the rest of the game. And the kick will go into the end zone here. So they'll start from their own 20-yard line. We talked about how the points have been It's like a slot machine up there, the amount of points that have been going up since the loss here at home to Montrose, 39-34 back on September 27th. Monarch has won 55-0 over Golden. They beat Montbello, and you saw that on Stream It Sports out there at E.B. Dennis Field, 56-7, running clock in that one. They beat George 2 weeks ago, 51-0, and then beat Broomfield 48-12. And that one was right here as well. Ronho handed off to the
Ball carrier number 28, Trey Muller, tries right side. Met at the line of scrimmage by number
That's about it. Got to the 21. Mitchell on the tackle.
Gave him about a foot on the leg, second down 9.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. And again, Sunday is when it will come out. You can check certainly the CHASA website. I know that various media publications, well, I'll give you a plug, bocopreps.com. They'll have the pairings for you when they come out on Sunday. Follow them on Twitter as well. Follow me on Twitter. And an interception. Look at there. Monarch picked another one off. Who got that one? Now they're giving Bruce Oliver credit for that one. Oliver with the interception. Third pick thrown tonight by Naranjo. So Monarch will have it back. We'll see if they may not get another playoff before the end of the quarter. And again, mercy rule, running clock here. Mohai will go from the 37-yard line. And we are probably going to see a different set of players out there. A lot of the second teamers going to get an opportunity to play here as well. I want to say thanks to the Monarch Touchdown Club sponsors to bring you this presentation on Stream It Sports. They include Chick-fil-A at Flatirons, Minuteman Press at Boulder, for all your printing needs. The law firm, Berg, Hill, and Greenleaf, as well as Rossetti, Boulder County's largest and most comprehensive legal services firm. The Boulder Valley Credit Union, Lakeshore Athletic Club, and CB & Potts Restaurant in Broomfield. So one of the few times the clock will stop, a timeout will do it, and then the end of a quarter. So we're at 12 minutes right now. They will wind it, and it will just keep going as Monarch will have it starting at the Standley Lake 37-yard line. Something else that I had not actually checked to see what the temperature was at kickoff here. It's certainly chilly. I got 36 degrees here in Lafayette. Here we go. Under center, new quarterback, and the pitch back, just trying to pick his way forward up to about the 36-yard line. The carry by Harrison Leachman. So the sophomore is going to get a carry here. Leachman with the carry. And I believe Sam Lehman is in there at quarterback now. He is. So Lehman, the sophomore, getting some time on the running clock. And a little experience. No gain there. And it's second down and 10. Triple I, give it to the tailback, trying to push his way forward. Leachman again on the carry, and he's got no room there. No gain, second down and 10 here. They're going to set it, right back down about the 37-yard line. So most of the second team is in there. Certainly at the skill positions, you've got them. It's a chance for Coach Phil Bravo to set his starters down, get them ready for the playoffs here. And that's part of the reason they went for 2. You get the running clock. You think about it, they're only going to have 9 games under their belt, though. They don't have the 10 because of that historic September flooding that we had. A timeout called, and that's going to be Monarch. It's going to take timeout here on this third down and 10 that'll be coming up. can check through some of the scores here. Let's see if we can. Actually, the 5A state playoffs rolling. I wanted to see if I could check on some 5A scores for high school football fans that are listening in here on Stream It Sports. We're glad you're along with us. Halftime, Douglas County up on Legend, 43-28. Fairview leading Mountain Vista. That's actually going on Channel 1 on Stream It Sports, 35-0. That in the third quarter. Fairview, the only undefeated team left there in Class 5A, rolling in the first round over Mountain Vista. Pomona up on Fountain Fort Carson, 28-18. That with still some time left in the second quarter. Chatfield getting the win over Rocky Mountain. That from earlier today, 35-12. So the Chargers moving on. They've had kind of an up and down season. Leaning forward and up to about the 31-yard line, and Leachman with the carry. He's going to be short of that first down. You're kind of in no man's land here, so I'd imagine that we'll probably see Monarch go for it here. So they're at the Standley Lake 31. Need to get it down to about the 27-yard line. Chatfield games on demand. You can find that at Stream It Sports. Right here on our website, you can see that game. And watch them get upset by Mullen, and then Chatfield turn around and beat Arapahoe, and that was huge rolling into this first round of the playoffs. Not going to get the first down here. They get to about the 29, so Standley Lake will have the football as they turn it over on downs. Clock still rolling, coming up on 9.5 minutes left to go. Let's see what else we've got going here. Grandview up 40-0 on Prairie View. That in the third. Regis up on Fort Collins, 49-0. That after three quarters. Doherty leading Gateway. About 8 minutes left in the third. They're leading 31-19. And the run up the middle, and the big fullback slid that knee down there to about the 37-yard line. Perez with the carry. Well, they don't have height and weight here, but he's one of the bigger fullbacks you're going to see in the state. Run to about the 37-yard line. And everybody's up tight. I think they still have the starters in here, and they will give it off the tailback. And he is hit immediately, and that is Muller with the carry. Got to about the 28-yard line there, maybe a gain of a yard. Let's see, Johnny Roach, the senior, getting the carry here as he takes it to the 38-yard line. About 8 minutes left to go here. And the opportunity to see some of the second teamers also playing here for Standley Lake. And at quarterback is Burgle. That is Sage Burgle. Burgle looking to throw here, and it'll go through the hands. The intended receiver looking for Haight. Michael Haight there, the senior. Well, the PA guy says height, so I would imagine he probably checked. I didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Morse about it. I was thinking Haight Ashbury, but it's height, apparently. 7:20 to go here in the game. Again, we're seeing a lot of the second teamers out here. An opportunity for the younger players and some seniors to get a chance to play too, but had a little experience here for both clubs. Certainly defensively. They give it off to the tailback, leaning forward, and find a little room up to about the 45-yard line. It is Johnny Roach on the carry again. Roach, another senior out there, so Haight and Roach getting an opportunity to carry the football and make catches up to about the 45. Eye set coming up here for Burgle for Standley Lake. Receivers either side again from their own 45. Fullback's got this one. Look out, still running. Perez, and finally tackled forward to about the 35-yard line. Boy, he is a load to bring down. Got a 20-yard run there by the fullback. Perez, a junior, so he'll be back next year, and that'll be big for them. For Standley Lake, they'll have to sit and wait and see what happens when it comes to setting up the pairings. Be the second loss of the season for them. They'll be 8-2. And to see whether they actually will get a home contest out of it next week. Tailback's got a big hole there, running right up the middle, and he is going to be tackled at about the 20-yard line. On the tackle is Leachman. Roach had a huge hole to run to. Monarch hasn't allowed a touchdown here tonight. You can bet the second unit just as prideful as the first. They don't want anything to happen here. Burgle has it and will hand it off. Tailback Roach got it again off that left side inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Cole Krause is there along with Landon Waddle. Ball at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 4 coming up here. First down would be at the 10. Receivers either side. They'll go with the I set, that base set here as Burgle gets up under center again for Standley Lake. Fullback has it, leaning forward. Perez, they stand him up and will hold him at about the 10-yard line, finally pushing him back and down. It's going to be close to a first down. They're going to be short by about a football length here. So 3rd and about a football length here. Base set again for Burgle, who is back up under center for Standley Lake. Turns and will give Roach leaning into the line. He's got the first down, but boy, it's like he ran into a brick wall after he got inside the 10-yard line. Waddle with the tackle there for Monarch. New set of downs, first down and goal now inside the 10 for Standley Lake. Columbine beat Hinckley in 5A 57-27. How about that? They won the Super 6 conference. Play action, little bootleg here. Burgle, and he'll get it down to near the 5-yard line. Boy, you talk about defensive speed. Yotes have got it even on the second team because that was a well-designed bootleg that time. But as Burgle started to try to turn the corner, suddenly the defense was there. A lot of gray shirts. Under 3 minutes to go now from the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal here for Standley Lake. Trying to get into the end zone for the first time here tonight. Monarch up 43-3 here. Started it on the opening kickoff and never let up. Back to Roach, trying to get to the outside. Has a blocker there, turns it up. Touchdown, Standley Lake. Johnny Roach from 5 yards out, and Standley Lake is on the board. Something for the fans that made the trip over from Standley Lake. That's been about the only thing to cheer about. 3 interceptions thrown by Naranjo, and the offense just shut down. Connor Durant out for the extra point. He's got a field goal here tonight, and the extra point is up, and it is good. Oh, I take that back. No good. Missed it just wide left. I thought it got inside the pole there. Of course, I'm about 80 yards away. So, minute 45 left to go here. It's a running clock. It will continue to run down. So the extra point was no good. It makes it 43-9. Again, Chassa website, probably the place to go if you want to know who Monarch's going to be playing next week. They will have the home field advantage coming into the first round, and the pairings will come out Sunday afternoon in Class 4A. The committee will put them together. It will be here. We don't know who they're going to be playing. You can check out BocoPreps.com. And when it comes to Sunday, since there's no Broncos game, I'll be watching for the pairings. I'll probably be tweeting it out, too. Stream It Sports will be tweeting it out. I know Phil will be watching, so I'll put it out on my Lopes News Sports Twitter. That's at LOPES News Sports. We'll throw that out there, too. We'll be interested to see where everybody's headed. 40 seconds left to go here, and Standley Lake kick it away one more time here, we would imagine. Well, another Mountain Conference title. I say another. They've changed the leagues and the conferences around so much with when they recount and reset in 4A and 5A, but give Monarch the league title here. Squib kick bounding and going to be scooped up at about the 14-yard line. And he'll take it forward to about the 22, 23-yard line, and that's going to be the last play of the game. Well, Monarch has done it again. Give him another league title. Give him another home playoff game coming up here real soon. The final 43-9. The pairings will come out on Sunday. Mile High will have themselves a home playoff run, and they will open up the 2013 playoffs in defense of their 2012 state championship. A lot of fun to watch here tonight. Boy, they are cranking on all cylinders. It started with the opening kickoff. J-Mac returns it 94 yards for a touchdown. Made it 7-0. Ethan Marks then capping off a 12-play drive, 12-play 90-yard drive. He took it in from 10 yards out, made it 14-0. The Mohai defense then stepped up an interception, and that was turned around into a 13-play 94-yard drive. J-Mac takes it in with the quarterback sneak on the 13th play of that drive. And that made it 21-0. And right before the half, Kid Sewell, an 18-yard touchdown run, a field goal by Carter Durant for Standley Lake. And at the half, we sat at 28-3. And Standley Lake turning it over on downs, opening up the second half. And then 8 plays and 76 yards. Jay McIntyre, a 31-yard run, made his third touchdown tonight. Made it 35-3, and then McIntyre with an interception. Kid Sewell from 3 yards out made it 43-3. They went for 2 to get the clock running there, and then a touchdown run by Johnny Roach for Standley Lake. The extra point was no good, and that gives us the final here, 43-9. Monarch will finish the season at 8-1 and head into the playoffs. Thanks to everyone for listening here on Stream It Sports. I'm Cory Lopez. We will talk to you next time. It's another Mo High win as they beat Standley Lake here tonight.